What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Hidden Block panel. Hey! Woo! You know who we are, I guess, so we don't have to really do any introductions, right? Let's kick it off.
No, I'm Jimmy. Can you follow me on Instagram?
Yeah, man.
Please sub. We're so happy that you guys came all the way to see us. This is a lot of our first times here in Toronto.
Absolutely.
You guys are so welcoming, so warm.
Everything's very pretty.
You guys are so incredible here. You really, really are. We're doing a Q&A. Is that cool with you? So what we're going to do is I'm going to pass the mic over to my friend here. And if you have a question, just shoot up your hand and he will bring you the mic. You can ask a question. I guess the only sort of thing is, if you can make it addressed to all of us so that we can all put our 2 cents in, that's totally cool. If you have a question that's specifically for one of us, that's cool too. Let's begin.
I also have loads of UK chocolate here, so...
What?
I just got like that and that's not chocolate. I got that and those 3 and that.
Where did he get through customs with all that?
You want to share? And one of these. So yeah, it's all UK Cadbury chocolate, which is the best Cadbury. But they're all wrapped up. I didn't think about this, did I? I'm going to have to unwrap all of it. So, no, it doesn't. But anyway, if you guys want to grab some after your question. I think that's the only way we can be able to do these, right? So come to the top. Can you stand up? Oh, I'll pass it over, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to reject it?
Question, then they'll really hook you up.
Take this mic.
They'll really, really hook you up. So, our panel's gonna run until 8 o'clock, which is when everything shuts down. So let's try to get as much questions as humanly possible. You guys cool with that?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Hands up! Hands up!
Oh, do we pick or do you pick? Oh, I guess we should pick, right?
Yeah.
Here, Wally, you pick the first guy.
Yeah, Wally.
Okay. You over there? Me? Yeah. Has there ever been a time? Hi, by the way. Hi. What's your name? I'm Dan. I saw you guys earlier. Hi. You gave me a sticker. Thanks, Jimmy. You're welcome. Has there ever been a time, either during recording or otherwise, where you guys have gotten viscerally angry at each other while playing a game?
Austin, have we ever got angry at each other?
Yeah. Like, basically, I'm going home.
I don't think that's ever happened. I have a pretty good time working with Austin, so. What about you guys?
I don't really refer to you guys, but whenever I do grunt stuff, Ross pisses me the fuck off. If you saw Utopia, you know that. I like it though.
I guess like doing voiceovers on my own, I've gotten to a point where I'm like, that line isn't coming out like the way I want it, and then I get super pissed off. And then I have to take a break for 20 minutes, reset state of mind. I don't know, but
I hate myself.
Oh, yeah. Just take it all the way there. I get that.
When we were playing Fortune Street, I was getting pretty mad at Jared, but this happened after the fact, because Jared was just winning every single game, and this was after we had stopped recording. I was genuinely getting low-key
we kept playing.
mad. Jared had his own little island. You remember this, Jared? I'm still not over that.
It's physically impossible for me to get into.
Yeah, I've never seen a lot of angry about anything.
Gabby?
I'm still unpacking this. Okay, the problem with these guys is that the time difference basically means I never play online with any of them, which is very sad. But there is one thing I like to do with my family, and that's whenever Mario Kart specifically, whenever we're playing a 4-player tournament with the kids or whatever, my girlfriend's eldest kid, Chloe, she gets so angry when I do the whole kind of, oh, it's not my fault I'm so good at this game. Like, it's just because you need more practice, you know. It's like, don't blame the game. It's not the game's fault. It's you're terrible. And she gets so angry. She's very easy to wind up with that, and that's incredibly funny. But again, it's one of those things you've got to be there, you know. But yeah, no, with these guys, I don't get to play anything sad face, so yeah. Yeah.
Late night.
Yes. Do you want to come and get some chocolate for that question?
Another question.
Over here. Yep.
Good choice.
Hello again.
Hey.
So the question is, what's your favorite bad game? I'll be what's your favorite bad game?
What do you mean? Okay, do you mean favorite bad game as in favorite bad game? Oh,
Getting over it with Ben 5.
sorry, I can't agree with that.
Mine is Sonic Forces. I have never laughed at a game story to that degree in my life.
That's why it's called War.
That's why it's called War. That's
called.
Yeah, do you mean like guilty pleasure, or do you mean like genuinely bad game that we just enjoy?
Genuinely bad game.
Genuinely bad game. That's a really hard question.
Or the other one, whichever you want to answer.
I don't think this is gonna sound so lame because I don't think it's a bad game, but I just played this My Disney Princess, A Fairy Tale Adventure. I played it because I thought it was gonna be bad, but then it turned out to be a legitimate good child game, like Putt Putt or something. I just did it for like the kicks and giggles for the stream, but it was legit good. That's such a great question. I'm sorry I don't have a good answer for you.
That's fine.
Yo, I love my number 9.
Woo!
I know. As a game, I kind of suck.
Get off the stage. You're on a good ball. What's wrong with you?
Calling everybody like,
I like it. No, I know all people.
Yes, you are.
I like it.
I think so.
Well, you play games so many times, you just get nuts.
Did you have one? Oh, you're getting over it, right? Okay. I mean, I could be boring and just say the ones that got the most views on my YouTube channel, so all the Phoenix games, I guess. But so Pinocchio and
You played some bad games.
and Snow White and the Seven Clever Boys, all that kind of stuff. But that's more because it put a bit of money in my pocket more than anything else. That I got something from that, you know. So, but if I play a bad game, I just don't enjoy it, and I can't bring myself to not. Like, I don't know, that's a very good question, but I don't really know.
That's an awesome question.
Okay, yeah.
I would say like even some of the bootleg games that I play, like some of them are genuinely, I mean they're all terrible, but some of them are funny bad too. And like especially the Mario ones or something like that, it's just so weird to see such an iconic character in such a bad game. Even though it's like not Nintendo or anything, but I'd probably say that.
Yeah, great question. You wanna come up and get some
Chocolate.
cool, next question. Caddy, you pick one. Your pick.
Let's go right up here, second round. Cat ears. Alright.
Hello.
Hi.
Haven't had a chance to meet you guys yet, so if you see me around with the cat ears standing awkwardly, it's because I'm trying not to run screaming in panic and just trying to ask for a picture. I'm just sort of curious, do you guys have guilty pleasures involved in video games? The one I think of is I have a really weird obsession of throwing the pigs into the water in Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. Like,
It's
you know
like
you
a
can't.
weird thing that I would just do.
Yeah, like you can't drown them, but you're just watching them swim. Like
Maybe every Zelda game, the cuckoos, where you have to hit them. Just see if it's still in the game. You're like, yeah, it's still there, and you do that one time, and then when you're done.
I make myself boyfriends in The Sims. That's what I do.
Your dream man. That's a good one. I like doing this thing in Spider-Man 2, the one that was like Xbox, PS2, where you pretty much like the bad guys in that game are basically like playthings, and you can just do whatever you want with them. If you do XXA web zip up, XXA web zip up, you can break and go above the sky. And I've always loved to just do XXA up, 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 go above the skyscraper, and then just pummel them all the way down.
Any single Quantic Dream game where there is something very serious going on, and you hold the button, and then they go, and then you hold the button, and they go. You can't look at a sex scene in the same way when Ethan's trying to undo the bra, he just can't do it, you know? He's going, no, he can't. And then they're like trying to kiss each other, and they're like, yeah, no. And you can, I could be doing that for minutes, and yeah, exactly, yeah, because I don't know why you would give a player that much freedom in something as, when it's trying to be serious and emotional, so yeah, that's my pick, I think. What about you?
Well, I've been marathoning the Pokemon games lately, and I have a habit, even if I've like used the item finder, to go on every single tile and just click A. I was a nightmare. I just want to find the item. It's a guilty pleasure for you. Yes, I like organization.
It's useful in Five Nights at Freddy's where you gotta dial in some tiles, so I'm with you on that one.
There you go. It can help. It can help. Come and get some chocolate.
Alright, question.
Oh, it's my turn now. The first dinosaur was right at the back, over there, green hair.
It's actually a hat.
It's a hat, not green hair, sorry.
Alright, what's the best Final Fantasy and why is it 7?
I don't think I've ever played Final Fantasy game.
Wait, what was that?
Speeder in them.
I like that one.
If you watch my stuff, you know the answer to that, so I'm not even gonna bother. Oh, you know, I played 7, and this is coming from a PlayStation guy, so I should be madly in love with it. I played it for 3 or 4 hours and I just didn't get it. I'm sorry, I just didn't get it. I stopped. I gave it enough time, I think, and I just wasn't clicking with it. But I will give the remake a go when that comes out, because that looks a little bit more like my kind of thing. But it's just it's a bit too clunky. I wasn't really following the characters that well or anything like that. But I really did enjoy, what was the most recent one, 15? Yeah, with the car. That was so much fun, I loved that. But then I'm not a Final Fantasy guy, so I don't know if it was actually terrible or not. I just really enjoyed it, so yeah.
Okay. I'm more of an old school Final Fantasy guy. I played 7 like as a kid, but I don't remember too much. Everyone tells me 9 is really good, but I haven't really played that much. I like 6 a lot. 5 and 6 are like my favorites.
Yeah, I still have to play 9 as well. For some reason, mine's always been 8.
Please don't hate me. I've never completed a Final Fantasy game.
You've never done it?
Me either.
Kingdom Hearts is so complicated. I love it and I hate it at the same time. The same way.
Exactly the same way.
I love and hate Once Upon a Time and ABC. I'm just like, oh, I love this. And like, oh, what are they talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, there's Aladdin. Oh, what?
Yeah, that's the best scene of Kingdom Hearts 2 by far.
I thought, dude, do it for university. LA. That's awesome. Thank you so much for your question there, Lee.
Come get some chocolate.
Get some chocolate.
Come to the top here.
Alright, I guess this is my turn to get a question. Let's do the young lady here in the maroon.
Hello, my name is Megan. I wanted to ask a singular question, but I'll tell you guys. Who's your favorite video game waifu?
Why would you ask me that?
I wanted to ask you if you still have a crush on Infiltrator, seeing as Smash is coming for the Switch behind.
That's a very good question.
So the reason that's that song came to existence, by the way, because there's a little story behind it, was because Mega Man just got announced that day, and so I was like, yo, if I drop a song about Mega Man and Smash, it's gonna be huge. So I started writing about Mega Man, and I was like, nah, that's too dumb, it's cliche. It would be funnier if it was about the one that everyone has question marks over their head about. So that's why I became about the Wii Fit Trainer. So, video game waifu, what does that mean for the record?
You answered the question, you don't even know what the question was.
I said grandma from the Wicker.
Wait, that's what waifu is? What does it mean though? I know it's not.
I take your grandma and I raise you Cranky Kong.
What does it mean?
Top hat.
Yes, even I don't understand what it means, but.
What are you asking me for?
Who you got a crush on? Who's best girl?
Oh, crush on?
Sonic.
I guess if I had to pick somebody, even though I know she would reject me for obvious reasons, but Tracer from Overwatch.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes.
She'd break my heart though, man.
At least I've got the accent for it. I could pull that off, I think. That's a great idea. Yeah. And if Cranky Kong's not available, then I guess Sully from Uncharted. He's pretty hot stuff. Oh. That felt like a deep character realization. It's not Alcoholics Anonymous,
Who's your wife, Jeff?
I'm really trying to think about it like for a serious answer instead of Sonic, but Sonic is very irresistible.
Bro, if you're not so namey, we're done.
Maybe like
Rouge? Eggman.
Corey Baxter. You've truly stumped us here. Thank you.
I actually did like Aerith a lot, and in Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, but I know she's like, oh well, spoilers. I used to really like the Blaze in most of the Final Fantasies.
Yeah.
Like Yuna and 10 and everything like that. For a more serious answer instead of a meme.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You want some candy?
Yeah, come and get some.
All right. I think it's Wally. Take it away.
Got it. You and yellow.
Alright, if you guys had to choose, what game would you rather have us? Well, what game would you like to make a sequel or a remake of?
I know mine because Spider-Man for the PS4 is coming out. HD Spider-Man 2. Word up.
Yes. I'm hoping that's what the new Spider-Man's actually going to be, but I doubt it. It looks a bit too on rails.
It's gonna break my heart. That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my critique of it. Exactly.
I hope that the port they're doing of The World Ends With You on Switch, like, gets enough sales that they're like, okay, we'll make a new one because I want more to that game. So buy it, please.
Okay.
Well, they just announced that WarioWare, which I was super excited about. I love that game. But like of something that's maybe not in existence or like something like that. Dude, that's such a hard question. There's so many games. Wally, you have nothing?
I'd have to say Game Story 2. I really like Game Story 2. They keep teasing it on Twitter. Hopefully they're doing it, but it could just be fit.
One of the games that I really enjoyed the past like year or so was Enter the Gungeon. I would love to see a sequel to that. That was a super dope game.
Bit of a weird one, but I think they should remake the original Rayman. Because
Yeah.
The original Rayman is very pretty, it's got amazing music, but it's just so much bullshit. It ruins it. The gameplay's really very 50-50. So I think if they redid that in like a kind of Rayman Origins Legends style, that would be pretty cool. I don't know for like a sequel though. I really don't know.
I think we should probably get like a remastered version. I know this is an unpopular opinion of Skyrim, maybe. I think I would be able to. I mean, I just don't understand why that hasn't been done yet. But
Actually,
awesome question, man.
Actually, saying that, now that the Insane Trilogy has done really well, I think a true Crash platforming follow-up that's not Wrath of Cortex would be pretty good. So
Give us a new Elder Scrolls, man.
That's like, I don't know. It was like 2010, I think. So I think it's due now. I mean, but yeah, I don't know.
Awesome. Yo, thanks so much for the question.
Come get some food. Come get some food.
Get some goodies.
Beanie blue shirt.
What would you consider your hidden gem? Like a video that you've done that you don't think has as many views as it should, or just something you really liked?
All of my nursery rhyme VHSs. Every single one. They need to be famous. They need to be famous. It's as simple as that. And they're not even games. Maybe they should make a nursery rhyme game. I'd play that.
I did a video on a game. This is not what I don't really know if I wanted to have more views because I forget I made it. So maybe it's not one of my best things. But whenever somebody tells me they like my Freaky Forms video, I'm just like, oh yeah, I made that. That's the thing I made. So I guess that. I guess. Yeah.
I really like doing the Ripley's Quest. That was a good time. Yeah.
I like the tricks you're doing with the microphone.
Thank you. I'm just, yeah.
I guess I would probably pick something that's like was really old and didn't do super well. Maybe like Treasure Mountain or something like that. I did a video on that a long time ago, and it was just like, it was there. It didn't do like amazing or anything like that, but that game was also just incredibly hard to talk about because it's a kid's game, and those are hard to talk about after a certain. I'm even gonna explain kids stuff.
You do a great job.
Math. Wow.
You do a great job. I did a really short sort of video essay about the dynamic of Darunia and Link's relationship in Ocarina of Time that has like no views to it, that I feel like is one of my stronger...
That's because there's no relationship.
No, that's
sorry, there's nothing there.
Not like, what do you mean like?
Well, just, what, this is Ocarina of Time you're talking about?
Yeah.
What, the kid with no facial expression that wakes up and goes somewhere into a tree, comes out and leaves, and then it's like, here's an ocarina, great, see ya.
There's like so much awesomeness that is so... Man, I can't get into this because we gotta answer more questions. Just watch the video.
I believe you.
Watch the video. Has anyone here even seen it?
I've seen it.
Can we get some food?
I love you.
Bless the three of you. All three of you.
That was my turn. Right here in the front, right here in the front.
Hi, I'm Rashid.
What's up?
Hi.
Alright, so between being a full-time YouTuber or a full-time streamer, which one do you think is more difficult and why?
YouTubing, I would have said. I can't actually stream, so that sounds really weird for me to say. I would find streaming harder, but I think if you take the whole process into consideration, then yeah, the whole scripting and the editing and the filming and the recording and getting the gameplay and getting the footage and having everything corrupted and the project crashing on you every hour, all that stuff.
Oh my god.
It makes every single week sometimes pretty hellish, but yeah, I don't stream though, so I couldn't possibly say.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I mean, Kai's not wrong. I like it's probably YouTube, just because you really have to focus on what you're doing and come up with something. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on what you're doing on YouTube though too. Like I dabble in both of the things, so it's like I'll do like Let's Play stuff and I'll do like the long form scripted stuff. I would say that the long form scripted stuff is definitely harder than streaming, because once you get your Twitch stream set up, it's just like, okay, well, I click a button and I'm live now. Like, it's all ready to go, all the time. And then you can come up with new ideas how to make your stream fun and like what you're gonna be playing and stuff like that. Like, Luke and I have been talking about this a lot because we both got the Stream Deck, I got a Stream Deck, which we think is cool because we like to edit stuff and make like more of like a showmanship-y kind of stream. So
Well, basically, we're just gonna put a bunch of memes on the stream now.
Yeah, it makes it really exciting to show off for the stream. It makes me more excited to want to do it.
Yeah. Would you say it's harder though?
You all said 100% what I was thinking.
I think, yeah, I definitely say YouTube. My biggest caveat with YouTube is the fact that you make something and then you have all this chance just to meditate on it and marinate on all the wrong things, on all the negative comments, on all the things you wish you would have done. I think the best advice moving forward, even though I know you didn't ask for advice, is if you're ever going to do YouTube, always put the thing out, but have your mindset on the next thing and be already doing said thing.
Thanks.
Don't marinate. Don't marinate.
Although, yeah, it's, I mean, I know I get the reviews up on the Wednesdays usually, and the categories is out on the Sundays usually. It makes it look easy. It's not. I don't recommend my schedule to anybody. I work completely, but people think I have a team. I don't. I'm on my own. I can write. I can get all my scripts done on the Monday, and then the rest of the week is just getting 2 videos done. And I'm really lucky with that. I've got into such a rhythm with it. But yeah, this is what we were saying last night, wasn't it? Just not overthinking it is the main thing, and I guess that's the same as streaming. If you think too hard about it, about what you're going to say and everything, it's not natural, and then everything falls apart. But yeah, just because I upload quite frequently, it's not easy at all, like at all. No, I was going to, but it's time. I basically have to pick between the videos or streaming. I can't do both. I've got a family and everything. I can't physically do both, and I figured people would prefer the categorises and stuff. So yeah. So for now, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. So are we good? Are we on for the next?
Good. Next.
Awesome. Can I get some food? Oh, you're picking, aren't you?
Pick someone. Right here. Hot tree.
Hi.
Hi.
Do any of you guys have underrated YouTubers or streamers that you want to talk about?
If you've never seen Jordan Underneath, I would definitely check it out. I'm trying to think of some more because I've recently been like trying to find like a bunch of smaller YouTubers myself because I'm just like, I want new things to watch all the time.
You know,
Yes.
go ahead. You know the Ubu Jobber Vine? That's a clip that was taken from an actual YouTube show that still makes videos. It's called like IBK whatever. And it only has like a couple thousand subscribers, but it's like my favorite channel. It's just like, it's like a man on the street type show.
Okay.
And I also, he has like 500-something thousand subs, I think. But I'm a big fan of Conan Gray. I don't know if anyone watches him, but he's good. I like his stuff.
Y'all ever seen Scott the Woz?
Yeah!
God,
Woo!
I love his stuff. I watch it all the time. Also, have any of you seen like Everything Wrong with Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, I've seen it. I really like it too. I don't watch it.
There's a new guy on the scene. He has 2 subscribers. His name is Wumbo Cat. I think all of you should go check out this guy. He is a stinking natural. He does the same thing that we do. I guess you guys do, reviews. And dude he is so funny and he kills it. Go check him out. Also, someone who also has like 500,000 subscribers, but I still think he's really underrated and that everyone should watch is Captain Disillusion. Dude is incredible. Incredible. Probably the best YouTube channel I've ever seen in my life. And I have all friends. No offense to all of you guys.
For me, I second Jeff. Jordan needs a load more love. But then there's loads of other people, like even people I've worked with, Giddy the Kid, Scarfulu, Dradex. Is anyone aware of Dradex?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's hilarious. I think you might have actually seen one of it. He did a video on Little Mermaid on NES. Yeah, and it's so good. And he kind of disappeared, but he's starting to come back. But he's really good. You see something. I mean, I get so many submissions from people. I don't know about you guys, but I do try and watch as many as I can. And there's just so many that I want to recommend, but I just can't think of the top of my head. Watch Mojo. Yeah.
Love that. I used to be scripting, but now, like, once I got better at, like, Premiere, I just love editing.
I was gonna say the first thing that came to my head was scripting specifically, but now, oh no, sorry, was scripting as a whole, but now I think about it, specifically, if I'm doing a movie like Scooby-Doo or the nursery rhyme stuff or any of the Phoenix games, the most fun I have in that whole process is sitting with my family and watching it, and everyone bouncing ideas and jokes, and everyone just kind of like, oh, you like, and just refining everything and then making it into a script. That's really fun. And then the editing comes in, and then it's like, okay, now I can make it extra stupid, and I can make it distorted and contrasted, and make I don't know, random people fly into the screen and stuff like that. And it's like, man, that's fun. But yeah, no, it's definitely watching / playing and having this kind of back and forth, and then writing notes down. I like the note taking, and the note taking's fun.
I like doing voiceover, mostly just, I don't know, I think it's fun to just be weird on a microphone, but I also, like, when I first started, my least favorite part was voiceover, because I hated my voice.
You get used to it more over time.
Yeah, and now I'm just like, oh, like, I don't hate it, it's not the greatest, I wish it sounded more like Luke's, he has a good voice, but...
I can't decide between either, like, when I'm researching for certain videos, sometimes when I find something, that part is the best. Because it'll be so funny to me, I'm like, this will be great. Then it might not be later. But probably the same as getting, well, the editing. I like the editing part, I like making editing jokes, and especially if they make me laugh, maybe not like the 10th time I've seen it, but the first time, if I can laugh at something that I've done, then usually I'm like, yeah, leave it in.
Mine actually comes from the music making process, and what happens for me is it's the click moment. It's after all the conceptualizing and hearing the emotion that I feel back, projected in the song and articulated in the same way, is a very emotional thing for me. And I guess people really don't know this, but it'll happen and I will just start bawling my eyes out, because it's just like, oh, that's me. I just poured my heart onto the song, and then it just sort of like recycled on back. And it's a really, really touching thing. And then I put it on YouTube, and then
is this a troll?
It goes away.
Is this satire?
It goes
Thank you
away.
so much.
No. It's definitely the heartwarming song.
I think that's a great question. I was just going to add on one more thing as well. With editing specifically, I love how, I don't know if you guys get this, but when you have VO and you're cutting it and editing it down, how far can you make the pause? Like, the awkward pause. Like, should I drag it a little bit further? And then you play it back, and then you're like, no, I can make it a bit longer. Yeah, it does depend on your mood, and that's fun, but yeah, absolutely, yeah. Go get some food, sorry, yeah, just want to turn that on.
Okay, you in the bar back. It's you with your hand up. Me? Hello. Your hand. I'm sorry.
I didn't realize. So, you can choose, if you choose any, like, voice actor, like, any, like, video game character for that matter, who would it be, and what would you want them to say to you? Oh my god.
That's really difficult. Barack Obama. And I want him to tell everybody to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's it. No, Michelle Obama. Yeah.
Have you got one, Jeff? This is very
Mario. I just wanted to go waft. You know, waft up that hot onion smell, like right off his breath. No, I feel you.
I would love to get the guy, whoever voices the guards in Oblivion, to like bust down and stop! You violated the law! I want that guy to do something for me. I don't know what though, but that is such an iconic jump scare. It's a beautiful thing.
I like the Toad yell from Mario Kart 64. One where he's like, ah! Yeah, I just wanted to in my house.
I want the voice actor of Barry Burton from Resident Evil 1 to read me, like, stories. Again, audiobooks by Barry Burton. I would love that. Or I'd like him to do my eulogy at my funeral. Yeah, I'd like that. As well. Not that this has anything to do with me personally, but I would love to be in the recording booth for whoever the voice of Link is, and just see a guy going.
That's Emoto.
Is it? It's him. I believed you for a split second. Fast. I would love to just see that because it's like, oh, you've got no lines, you just got to make grunts. Like, it's great.
You can do that to a Sony man. You can trick him like that.
You can, yeah. You're completely uneducated, yes.
Is everyone answering?
Awesome. Go get some chocolate. Jimmy.
Cuba.
And the Marowak! Oh my god!
Okay, so what do you think is the most overrated video game or video game series?
You know, I've never specifically liked Halo that much. I know.
Don't you want a Halo shirt from this?
I don't know why. I love sci-fi though, but maybe I'm like very specific with the types of sci-fi that I like, and maybe just at the time it came out, I just wasn't interested in that type or FPS genres in general. So I've always just kind of not liked it that much.
My boy P-Bat is gonna kill me, but League of Legends. I love you, Leon. Does anyone play League?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Word.
Oh man.
Play on no balance.
Bro, real talk though, man. Polish that game up.
We're playing the other night.
I know, it's so janky.
I'd probably maybe say Halo as well. Not that I don't think it doesn't deserve its success, it's just never been something that's attracted my attention. So I guess that doesn't really answer the question of being overrated, but I don't know.
The problem with me is that I don't ever look at anything as overrated because I think that's a really weird way to put it. I look at it as, oh, I found that disappointing compared to what everyone else was saying. I can't just go out and say, that doesn't deserve the praise it gets.
I agree.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think that the first thing that comes to my head is basically anything Sonic Adventure related. I think Sonic. Oh my God, Sonic's angry.
The first time
Possible. Oh my God. No, okay, Sonic Adventure 2 specifically. I don't get it. I don't get it. Sorry. I don't get it. I don't know. Do you know what it was? It was Jared's video at the back. That's when I was like, yeah, but this is Sonic Adventure 2. I don't get it. I do not understand it. I love the music and everything, but I just don't get it. And then I'd say the most disappointing game I think I ever played was Mario 3D World on Wii U.
What?
As unpopular as that. Yeah, because again, that was just something I just didn't like the whole, oh, it's 3D, but oh, it's 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 1-4, oh, it's desert, ice, sky, beach. Oh, I just didn't click with it. It wasn't really my thing. But I wanted another Odyssey, and then Odyssey came along, and I was like, yeah, great. But yeah.
Do you have a new answer? Because we took Sonic Adventure from you.
No, stand your ground. Okay. I don't know, I've never really clicked with most Zelda games, honestly. I usually, like, you know when you play a game
with one eye open today.
Oh no!
Not from me.
I'm sorry. Can we still be friends?
Actually, you know what it was? It was me saying the relationships at the beginning of our period of time were terrible, and now the one he's just delivered the final blow.
Well, no, that's so true. I mean, I feel like my favorite game is the one that people say is the most overrated, Ocarina, right? So
I like Minish Cap. That was good.
Yeah.
I respect Zelda games. You know, like for what I played, like the few hours I played for each one. You know what I mean? Where you play a game for like 5 hours and you're like, okay, this is pretty cool, and then you just completely drop it the next day and forget about it. That's what happens to me with every single Zelda.
I mean, they're good games. I like them, but I just.
He does sound like you do, though. I'm very confused. I like him, but I respect him for 5 minutes.
I respect you. I have games like that. I think we all have things like that. We all have games like that.
What was your game though? What was your an overrated game?
Yeah,
I said League. I said League of Legends.
Yeah, okay.
Hopefully Dion and I can still be pals.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Are we still friends, Dion?
Yeah.
I love you, dog.
Come get some food, come get some food. Oh, is it me? Oh God, okay. Holding camera.
Oh, hey.
Thank you guys for being so patient and awesome.
Hey guys, I go by Zeromaster on YouTube. Also, hi Caddy.
Hello.
We met earlier.
We did meet earlier.
Okay, so the one thing I want to know is, and specifically I was thinking of back when you did Caddy's retrospectives, is
Okay.
this will work for everybody.
Okay, alright.
Is there a review / video that you wanted to redo because you felt like you could do it better now?
Tons, because now that I don't do retrospectives anymore,
Honestly, that was my favorite series you did, and I'm sad that you don't do it anymore, but I understand. I totally understand. I get it.
Seriously though, I get that a lot, but it's like, the thing is, I could keep it going just for the sake of pleasing everyone, but if I don't like what I'm doing, you can tell that, and then everyone will just know that I'm doing it just because I know people like me doing it, and it's like, that's not what I want to do.
One game's a lot of work, and then when you gotta do 3, it's just like...
This is the thing, so with the retrospective specific, that's why I redid Oddworld, it's why I redid Crash, because it was like, now I can do a much more free-formed categories now. I'm not stuck to a structure. I don't have to do 2 fun facts. I don't have to talk about the story, and then the gameplay, and then talk about the ending. I don't have to do it in a very formulaic way. So the next one I'm planning, just for all of you guys, is Metal Gear Solid. That's the next one I'm planning to redo. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, the rest of my stuff. I mean, it's a time capsule, right? It's like, this is where I was at that point.
Right.
And I think I might have redone one at some point. I can't remember. But no, I don't know. But it's like that's where I was at that point. It represents how good I was at whatever I was doing then. So it's nice to just have that there and not taint it, I guess.
Right. I have some top 10s. I don't know about reviews.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is just a reminder that the exhibit floor will be closing in 10 minutes. Once again, the exhibit floor will be closing in 10 minutes. Thank you.
Actually, probably.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I don't know about like review type stuff, but I feel like every time I do a top 10, I'm like, I could put this one on there too, or this one. So like, I guess like
your tastes just change over time.
Yeah, I get like a continuation, like a part 2, I guess. More.
Just every old video, just burn it all down. Like, just redo it all. Burn down my house. Just like, legitimately, I think as like creator, you'll go back and watch your old videos, be like just cringe at it. You're just like, oh, I did that. And then you're like, hopefully I'm better now. And you're like, oh.
That's exactly why I watched my first ever gaming video back and just laughed at it, because it's ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
It's worse than that. It's like 90s boy band Caddy talking about. Yeah, I know.
And then my voice is like this high up, and it's just horrible. So yeah,
I don't know.
I want to do more Nintendo 101, man. I want to do more.
You wouldn't redo yours?
Maybe I could redo a couple of them. But I would bring it back. That would be really cool. It just it's so much time, like doing the history of everything. Lots of time.
Kind of like off of what Caddy said, I was listening to Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them on Audible, and there's something written in there that hit me just dead center in the heart, and I loved it. So I'm going to read this, and I'm going to apply it to the videos. It says, "It was a labor of love in more ways than one. As I look back on this early video, I relive memories that are etched on every scene, but are invisible to the viewer." And it's just like...
Can you please do me a favor? Can you reread every single Harry Potter book, but just make it about YouTube?
No, because it's not applicable, Daddy. You can't
do it!
No, just turn wand into keyboard or something. You could do that.
You could. Tune in next week for the Youngtown fanfic. But I think that's true. We look back at like time capsules. This is like we relive those memories.
And you could change Mudblood into Scrub or something. I don't know.
I would also say that it would be hard to go back and remake some of the videos because the
playing field has changed so much now that it might not even work anymore. So it's like hard to go back and do it.
Right.
So, anything else, guys?
No.
Next question.
Great question. All right.
Okay, there's a reason I'm not like a mean humor kind of guy, but I love that particularly because I grew up with Terry Toons on VHS quite a lot, so I saw that animation style, I was like, oh my god, nostalgia. I never saw that cartoon, but I saw loads of cartoons from the same company, so it was like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. And all of the voice acting is like that in every single Terry Toon short.
So you can watch loads of them and they're all kind of the same thing, but you know,
I just have like 50 vines go through my head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The I smell like beef grill.
I just wanted to come. I want to.
Seems awesome, honestly.
I want to go to Chili's.
You want to go to Chili's?
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
That's my answer. Welcome to Chili's. Yeah, dude. I'm so glad you said that. I forgot. I might choose Arthur. I mean, Arthur, you know, the fist, right? It's connected to Arthur, so...
Dude, you would eat off his fist? What are you talking about?
No, it is Arthur. It is a part of him. Arthur and I would get Austin too. We would go out to have a nice dinner.
I would invite Sue Ellen. What's up?
Just the fist?
No, not just the fist. Arthur!
But at the end of the dinner, where's the sack?
No. I told you not to touch it! Yo, DW got hit. She got knocked.
Is that the name of the episode?
Yeah, it's called
DW Cats.
No, it's called Arthur's Big Hit. Arthur's Big Hit. I think we have time for maybe 1 or 2 more questions. We got 10 more minutes. I'm gonna pick.
Oh, come get food, Jack.
You gotta pick right here in the blue. Yes, you.
Hi.
Hi.
So my question for everyone is, if you were to be the main character of any video game of your choice, what would it be and potentially why?
Animal Crossing, because I like animals.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's really awesome. I live real life, but it's not real life.
Oh, Mass Effect.
Yeah.
I love that series so much. It would be so good. I just want to go on a sci-fi adventure. Come on, like put me in a spaceship and let's go.
Back in this, I keep touching on this. Ocarina of Time, Navi says look, and it sounds a lot like Luke. Go back and listen to it. I swore she was saying my name. And I'm like, Luke and Link are not far off. You know, as a kid, I thought that Nintendo was really advanced in their technology. The answer is Link.
I'd like to be Sonic the Hedgehog.
That's Jimmy Neutron.
Did everyone say their answer?
I don't know. That is such a difficult question. I mean,
Snake.
Well, you see, that's the obvious answer because it's like you could be, but then with Snake you've got the whole accelerated aging thing, and it's like it's not. But he's like it's not like, and then Big Boss loses his eye, and it's just like I don't know. Oh, the clever boys. Okay. I really don't know.
Join me in Animal Crossing. You could be my neighbor.
Okay, but aren't the names horrible to each other though? I don't want that.
No.
No?
Not in my town.
Not in my town. Not in my town.
Yeah, they're nice to each other.
Yeah.
Like, I would want to be the main character of Sonic Riders because I think I'm the only person in the world that can play that game properly, so I think I'd be like, yeah, I can ride this thing. It's so good.
I'll take that challenge. I love that.
Oh, I love Sonic Riders. It's terrible, but I love it. I'm so good at it. I put like 60 hours into it when I was younger.
Let's play the Connect one.
No.
No!
We ain't doing that. Great question.
Come get some food.
Okay, give us far back. Right here. Yes, I am.
It's not me this time. Character from Oscar.
I'm sorry! It's nice to meet you guys. Nice to meet you. Okay, I just thought of my question like 1 second ago. I was like, I want to ask something. Sorry for my English. I'm from Quebec, so my English is really bad.
Your English is perfect.
Thank you, guys. Is there a movie, a universe movie that you would love to see a video game making in that universe movie? Like, that's it.
So, making a movie into a game, that's a very good question.
Yeah, not actually a movie into a game, but a game that will be in that universe. Like
Oh, I
the
see.
Star Wars movie in a video game, or like.
And actually just get a good Star Wars game, or is that I really love that. Or Lord of the Rings. I mean, there's been some Lord of the Rings games. That was like RPG. Yeah, there is. There's some okay ones.
Not that it's like an actual movie universe from a game into it, but I think something that involves David Lynch would be amazing. That would be the most messed up game. I mean, if you could imagine Eraserhead being a game, that would be perfect. I don't know what the hell you'd actually do, but like a point-and-click adventure or something, I don't know, but I think something like that would be pretty cool.
I would love an Overwatch movie or a Pacific Rim game.
Oh! Yeah!
Have you seen it? I mean, it's like a mech game, but it's a tactics game.
I haven't heard of it.
I mean, it just came out
Okay.
a week ago, so
I don't know shit about nothing, so.
Yeah.
What's this?
Mech strategy game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check that out.
Yo, Crank would make an awesome video. Non-stop action.
Grand Theft Auto, dude. Like,
Yeah,
that's what that game is.
Literally on drugs.
It's like Grand Theft Auto, just put a timer next to you.
There you go.
Like, oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, the EGLX exhibit floor is now closed. Thank you for coming this evening. Once again, the EGLX exhibit floor is now closed. Thank you.
We ain't leaving though. We got 5 or 6. My answer: I would like a modern day Matrix game. Let's make me a new one.
Did you ever play
Make me a new Matrix game, y'all?
Captain Neo? Did you ever play it?
I played both of them, and at the time, my little fanboy self.
Yeah, it was
loved
like,
it.
this is awesome.
I mean,
You're
like,
like,
I felt
oh,
some fire ants. What am I fighting fire ants for? In fact, Neo. Any of y'all play that game? Man. All right. Thank you so much for the question.
Good question.
Come get food.
Okay, one more.
Jimmy, I think so. One more.
Way in the back. Yep, there you go.
My question is, if you were an indie game developer, what would be the concept of your game and why?
Oh! Woo!
I'd love to make something similar to like Earthbound and Stardew Valley, like all together, like the quaintness of
Like a
Stardew
harvest,
Valley.
a farm life
Yeah,
style.
Earthdew Valley?
That's a good idea. More like the atmosphere, but just like the suburb.
That already is a game.
I guess not along the same lines. One of the games that I enjoy the most are just kind of like open world games.
Yep, that's
so and I enjoy like medieval fantasy a lot. So I probably want to make something along the lines of like Mountain Blade or something like that, but make like just a really better version of that game. Mountain Blade 2 is going to come out at some point, but until then, I have to make believe.
I'm really into the idea of genre mashing. So I think I really want like a 2D platformer mixed with a turn-based RPG, but mixed with a roguelike. So you just...
It's possible.
A side-scrolling rogue PG?
Yeah, like roguelike.
Yeah, that's just funny. I would play roguelike. I love roguelike games.
They're awesome.
I would create a dunking sim that was like Skate 3, but you could get really intricate with the dunks you would set up. That would be so hype. I had a dream about it. I had a dream about the game. And then I woke up and I was like, dang it, why is that not a game?
Did you play like NBA Street though?
Oh yeah, NBA Street. Oh yeah, too. Or something. I would probably do something wrong like Barkley shut up the jam, make a basketball RPG, super BB. But I want a dunking sim, like a really intricate, dope, self-expressive dunking sim. That'd be so hype.
I can see it.
Hey, Jared laughing at me over there. I love you.
Do you know what? Ever since PT happened, I have loved the idea of making a horror game in a house and having it take place.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is just a reminder that the exhibit hall is now closed.
We know.
Once again, the exhibit hall is now closed. We ask all exhibitors to start packing and closing their booths. Thank you.
No. So yeah, I wanted to kind of make I've actually wanted to make a horror game for a long. Ever since I played Amnesia and Dark Descent, I thought, oh my god, I would really want to make a horror game. But something like, I don't know, someone's broken into your house or something, or like it's just a day-by-day thing. You go to bed, you wake up, and one thing in the house is missing, or something's been moved, and you don't know where someone came in from, and you got to kind of inspect everywhere and make sure that no one's getting in through the windows or something like that. And then if you fail, then you wake up and someone's standing over your bed or something. I don't know. I've had ideas kind of like that, but I think that'd be pretty cool. Oh, that's good. That's a good start. That's a good start. That's my first review. There you go.
So I think that's it. You guys want to say one last thing apiece? Just.
I would say.
Well, I just want to say, I mean, if it wasn't for Normal
Boots, if it wasn't for Hidden Block, I would not get to know these guys, and through this experience, I wouldn't have got to have this one with you. So I'm just really blessed and really thankful that all of you guys came.
Yeah. That's all I gotta say. You're all great.
Yeah, thanks guys. I just want to say that so many of you guys came up to me today and said like we were the reason you guys came to this.
Yeah.
So thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts that you guys are here right now.
One more thing from me as well, particularly with US cons and Canada, obviously, I'm very far away, and if any of you have come up to me and felt nervous or anything, trust me, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to do this right now, so I'm the nervous one. Yeah, I do, no joke, I praise all of you, thank you. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be able to see all these guys once every 10 years, so it's great, so thank every single one of you, it's amazing, thank you.
Thank you guys so much. I think they want us out of here. I mean, I'm not entirely sure of that, but if you want to talk to us, we're going to be at the YouTube all day long if you want to come and say hey, so do that there.
Not now though, shut up. If you miss the message.
Come to the Normal Boots versus Hidden Block panel.
On the main stage.
Normal Boots are going down.